Your money didn't make you wear. Hey, seriously, you want to join me? Sure. I'm flying solo right now. No, well, we're not on the radio, so you would get fine. Oh, that's good. I'm not recall. I'm a super. Yeah, absolutely. What do you want me to do? Yes, here, I'll pull. I can head to you then. Oh.
And welcome in, everybody, to the District 8 12-year-old All-Star Best of 3 game series, game number 2, here on the campus of Columbia American Little League at Murray County Park. I'm Clayton Harris, alongside District Administrator Kenneth Sullivan, here to bring you today's action as Columbia looks to get win number 2 after a 16-0 win on Friday night. Last night's game was postponed to today because of weather. And we are about to begin action here in just a few moments. And Kenneth, last weekend, a huge success with a couple of age divisions playing. And then this week, you guys have the 12-year-olds, and then you'll be getting ready for the state tournament in Spring Hill in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, a lot of action going on right these last 2 weeks. Next week coming up, Spring Hill will be hosting the state 10-year-olds up at their facility in Spring Hill Little League. They're busy getting the field prepped, ready to go. We're excited to get 8 teams playing for almost a week long.
Houston Legg's going to foul one off down the third baseline. Yeah, that's going to be exciting. Especially that 10-year-old group from Columbia. They look pretty good here last weekend. So a lot of good teams, I'm sure. How many teams do you know that are going to participate in that tournament?
We got 8.
8. All right.
Yeah.
Leg's going to hit a ground ball down to first base, and he'll get on. As the leadoff batter gets on for Columbia, as number 13, Lake Lamb, comes up to bat. Starting pitcher for Spring Hill today, number 16, Lawson Gray. As that pitch comes in across the plate for strike number 1. So one pitch to Lamb is inside for ball 1. If you're out and about this afternoon, come on by the ballpark. Weather currently good as Lamb hits one up the middle, just over the reach of the shortstop's glove. And that'll be a base hit. First 2 batters for Columbia, as we'll look at the replay of that one. Lamb just drives it up the middle to center field. Runners at first and second with no outs here. As Hunter Marisette, number 17, will come up to bat for Columbia. That one's going to be sent high in the air into foul territory on the right side and caught and tagging up his leg. A throw to third is there, and he is out. A double play. Double play. Let's see if we can go back and look at that one again, as the pop fly was caught over by the first baseman. A throw to third, and the call there right on time, and the out for out number 2.
Yeah, nice heads-up play by Spring Hill first baseman, firing it over.
And that's what, Spring Hill's looking for here early in this game. Baseball's a funny sport. I know it was a blowout the other night, but, some momentum early here. You never know what could happen.
Exactly.
As Steve Harden comes up to bat, he'll drive one to right center. That's in for a base hit. Rounding third is Lamb. He will score as Harden will slide into second base for a double. So Steve Harden, who we saw go the distance the other night, driving one into the trees, hits a double to give Columbia a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. Just a good hit baseball there. Landon Andrews, winning pitcher from the other night, will swing and miss on his first pitch as Harden will advance to third on the pass ball by Qualls. Two outs here in the top of the first. That pitch is going to be low. It's going to get away from the catcher, but Harden will stay at third. Now, Kenneth, we were talking about this the other night, Lee Williams and myself, and, between Columbia and Spring Hill, you got over 1,000 kids just between those 2 leagues. That's a lot of kids in one county.
It is.
Playing Little League baseball and softball.
Exactly, yes. And they're adding more each year.
2-1 pitch to Andrews will go inside for ball number 3. So a 3-1 count with 2 outs here. Runner at third as the pitcher, Gray, will step off. Now, Kenneth, one thing I noticed this year different from years past, we have catchers now wearing ear devices. As that ball is hit to the shortstop, thrown to first base, is there in time for out number 3. We'll pick up on that discussion when we come back from our break. Columbia American scores first. They lead Spring Hill Little League 1-0 here in the top of the first inning. We'll head to the bottom of the first right after this.
Columbia Foodland is a locally owned and operated family grocery store with a full line of dry, dairy, frozen, meat, and produce items. We focus on keeping the freshest hand-cut meat and produce items daily with the most competitive prices in town. We offer weekly ad specials as well as in-store weekly specials throughout the store. Located at 427 West 7th Street in Columbia in the former Harris Foodland location. Columbia Foodland. We are here and ready to serve the wonderful people of Columbia and the surrounding areas.
We at Hollins Pharmacy must be doing something right. We've been providing pharmaceutical services in the Middle Tennessee area for over 60 years. The guiding principles of our business are fast, accurate, friendly, personal service. We do not have long waiting lines, and our phone calls are answered by a staff member. We strive to get to know our customers by name, not just a date of birth or number. We are your locally owned hometown pharmacy, and we appreciate your business. We urge you to come visit us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane here in Columbia.
And welcome back, everybody, as we're about to begin the bottom of the first inning at Murray County Park on the campus of Columbia American Little League. Clayton Harris alongside Kenneth Sullivan, District Administrator of District 8. As Spring Hill looks to get things going here in the bottom of the first inning and leading things off will be Henry Bennett. And the pitch from Nayland Stein outside corner is strike number one. Second pitch swung on and missed for strike two. So Bennett down the count 0-2 here. 0-2 pitch from Stein is low. That'll be strike number three. Bennett goes down swinging for out number one here in the bottom of the first inning. As Samuel Bennett, number 23, will come up to bat. Pitch from, I'm sorry, actually that's number 23, Samuel Davis. First pitch swung on and missed. He'll foul the second one down the right field line and foul. And again, down 0-2 in the count. That one's hit to right field and will be caught for out number two as Andrews out there makes the play. Took a step, makes the catch. Two away here in the bottom of the first. So Ryland Tomlinson comes up to bat for Spring Hill. First pitch low and away for a ball. And that one's going to be fouled off. Stein, 10 pitches so far with 2 outs. That pitch is inside and swung on and fouled off. Keeps the count at 1-2. One-two pitch comes in a little high. You can hear the crowd groaning a little bit.
Yeah, they wanted that one.
That one misses inside. That'll bring the count to full. That one's going to get fouled off, and that'll hit home plate umpire Derek Crawford in the mask. Time will be called. So full count pitch here to Tomlinson, and that's going to nearly hit him. That'll be ball 4. Ooh, Thought he was going to hit the catcher with the bat there for a second, but he saw him and held on, and that's going to put a runner on first with 2 outs here. As Aaron Davis will foul that one off for strike 1. He swung on that inside pitch for strike number 2. So Nayland Stein ahead here in the count 0-2. And that one's going to be strike number 3 right down the middle. As we'll head to the second inning, Columbia leads Spring Hill 1-0. We'll be back right after this.
Don Pepe's, best Mexican food and margaritas in town, fresh from scratch and served sizzling at your table. We welcome everyone, including large parties up to 60 people. Private room, outdoor patio, full bar, fresh guac at your table. Come enjoy a taste of Mexico. Don Pepe's Mexican Grill, 2 locations to serve you. 1202 South James Campbell Boulevard in Columbia and 1203 Murfreesboro Road in Franklin. Don Pepe's, the new taste of Mexican food.
This is David Usselton with Usselton Automotive, located in Columbia, Tennessee. We service all foreign and domestic vehicles. We take pride in our work, and we don't cut corners. We offer a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty and loan our cars with almost every repair. We are located at 1201 South High Street in Columbia, Tennessee. You can reach us at 931-215-1765 or find more information at usseltons.com.
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry, we exceed your expectations.
And welcome back, everybody, to Murray County Park on the campus of Columbia American Little League. I'm Clayton Harris alongside Kenneth Sullivan, who's the district administrator for District 8. As the 12-year-old All-Stars are here playing today in a best-of-3 game series in game number 2. Columbia leads the series 1-0 after a win Friday night. Looking to win the series today and advance to the Little League State Tournament. And Kenneth, I believe that's being held in Lexington, Tennessee, correct?
It is. Weekend of July 12th when they'll start. The winner of this district will move on to state. And first round, they have drawn the winner of District 9, which is around the Clarksville, Portland, Tennessee area.
Yeah, so they'll probably see somebody like Clarksville National as that first pitch comes high and inside for ball number 1. Lawson Gray still on the mound for Spring Hill Little League as Xavier Webster is up to bat for Columbia. Here's the 1-0 pitch, swung on and hit hard down third. Ball's going to be picked up and thrown. A good effort there, but Webster's speed just too much. We'll go back and look at the replay.
Incredible effort by third baseman, throwing from his knees. Almost had him.
Almost had him, just a little bit off on the throw, but a great effort there. And a runner on first base will get things going here in the top of the second for Columbia, as that pitch is going to get past the catcher, and Webster will move to second as James Young is up to bat and quickly ahead in the count for Columbia. Overcast skies today. It's a little warm, but not as bad as it was on Friday, I don't think. Pitch is going to come in a little high for ball 2. If Spring Hill wins this game, Kenneth, we'll have a second game directly after this one, correct?
Correct. Yeah, we want to try to get this finished up by this evening if possible.
Just allow the teams to kind of be able to go on a break and get some rest and start preparing and making plans for that state tournament, because, you know, somewhere like Lexington, more than likely you're probably going to spend the night for a few days.
Exactly, yep.
And we can expect the same when Spring Hill hosts the 10-year-olds. there's going to be teams from all across the state that are going to be coming into the Spring Hill, Columbia area to stay, and that's always a great thing for the economy here locally.
It is. We're already getting messages from coaches and parents from districts that have already won, making plans, want to know hotels, restaurants in the area, things to do. Like I said earlier, we've almost got it scheduled out for a week-long event.
And that's why Little League, like we mentioned, over 1,000 kids between Columbia and Spring Hill leagues combined, as that's going to be ball number 4. But you think about all the local sponsors that give and donate to all these schools. As Young's going to go in the second, you'll have runners at third and second, but hopefully a lot of that advertising and giving back to organizations like Little League is going to pay off when they get to host tournaments like this and folks come in and they get to spend their money locally. That's a big deal, and I know you got to be just super excited along with Spring Hill to be able to host a tournament like that.
Yeah, we are. We've gotten several local restaurants that may not necessarily be chains, just owned by local citizens, jumped on the chance to be able to sponsor for the state tournament and give their contact information and address to put in the welcome packet that each family will get as they make plans to come.
As Gunner Potts will pop that one out for out number 1, here is number 2, Neelan Stein, the pitcher. He'll put a bunt down and it'll go foul with runners in scoring position at third and second. And there's no admission charge, correct?
Spring Hill is going to charge for parking.
Yeah, right. There is a park, but there is no admission to actually go in and watch the game.
Correct. No admission at all.
And of course, that money that Spring Hill's collected for parking goes directly to the Little League and helps them with things like, taking care of their grass and jerseys and trophies and all sorts of things.
Yep. First thing we always say is baseballs are not cheap.
No, they are not. No, they are not. I think last year during one of the tournaments that was hosted here, there was a home run derby. And every time a ball went into the trees in right field, I thought, well, there goes 350 out of the ballpark. Here's the pitch outside. That's going to be stopped by Qualls. A great job there to keep that one from going behind him. And that'll hold the runners. But a 3-1 count here to Stein. Here's a 3-1 pitch from Gray, and that's going to hit Stein, and he'll take first base, and that will load the bases up.
Clayton, going back to the growth of not just Little Leagues here in Murray County, but the last regional update we got, Little League International, it said softball numbers have increased this year as far as number of players. And over in East Tennessee, around the Knoxville area, 3 more leagues are going to join Little League in the 26th season.
So that's going to get past the catcher, but Webster will score and add to the Columbia lead and make it 2-0. And runners at third and second. They were pushing that for the last couple of years, really pushing softball. And I'm telling you, Kenneth, we see what Kathy's done with the Spring Hill softball. But I think, hopefully somewhere down the road, Little League softball can be countywide here. And, I think that could be the goal, because you look at, I'm not disparaging anybody else, but it's just that the rec softball in this area is not what it used to be.
I agree.
And Little League offers great opportunities, and a great play at the plate. A double play will end the top half of the first or second. We'll go back and look at the replay here as Brody Cox, the batter, puts one down to the pitcher. He'll throw it to first, get the out, and then the out made at the plate. And we'll go to a break. So after the top of the second inning, Columbia adds her lead 2-0. We'll be back right after this.
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry, we exceed your expectations.
Bypass Deli, 1806 Shady Brook Street in Columbia. All fresh American food. We hand pat our patties daily so you can enjoy the best burgers in town. Come enjoy anything from our outdoor patio to a burger paired with a cold beer to a Reuben or even our ice cream floats and everything in between. Voted Muletown's best burgers. That's Bypass Deli, 1806 Shady Brook Street. Bypass Deli, serving Columbia since 1966.
And welcome back, everybody, to Columbia American Little League. So we're about to begin the bottom of the second inning. Spring Hill looks to get things going here. They trail 2-0. First pitch from Stein will be a low ball to number 16, Lawson Gray.
Starting to see a little action out in Columbia's bullpen. Hunter Marisette starting to warm up.
Pitch is going to miss outside for ball 2. Gray's ahead in the count 2-0. Yeah, you're right. Marisette also a catcher. Cam pitches. That'll be a 3-0 pitch there, or a 2-0 pitch that now becomes 3-0. 3-0 pitch from Stein will be strike number 1. That'll be low ball number 4 and a runner on first to get things going here for Spring Hill in the bottom of the second inning as Lucas Davis will come up to bat. And Kenneth, it looks like Spring Hill's changed their colors.
Yeah, that was one thing that their president, Justin Lawhead, let me know before the tournament season started. They were going to go back to their traditional navy and white with a little green to represent the city of Spring Hill and the color in their flag.
Let's go back and look and see what happened here. It's going to be a high pitch, and then they make the throw back to first, and unfortunately, they're going to hit. That's Gray, Lawson Gray, the pitcher. They're going to hit him with the ball. He looks to be okay, though, working it out. Hopefully he'll be all right and can continue here momentarily as John McDonald, one of the assistant coaches here on this Columbia 12U team, also the head softball coach at Columbia Central High School, walks out to the mound to speak with Stein. Columbia staff man's got some experience with him and his cousin, Coach Paul Lamb, former Spring Hill High School head coach and now Battle Creek head coach, and Jason Cox, a Spring Hill graduate, as that pitch is going to be hit and swung on. Out at first is there, or at second, but not in time at first, as Thurman does a good job getting the ball to second. A little slow roller. Gets the lead runner for out number 1. As Steel Kerr comes up to bat. First pitch, a strike from Stein. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Clayton, you mentioned a new rule change for Little League this year with the
That's right.
one-way communication device that catchers get to use now.
We saw that go legal in high school last year before, and it's been big in the college game, and now you're seeing it in Little League. And I'm guessing it's to speed the game up, but also to prevent any type of sign stealing, correct?
Correct, yes.
And
it does seem to speed it up a little bit.
And it not only are you the district administrator, you're also a former umpire, and you still, I think, umpire a little bit, do some high school and some other things. But a lot of what is that? Is strike number 3? Is Kerr's going to go down swinging as our next batter? If I can get a number here. But anyways, the question is, what is the punishment or what happens? Is there an automatic ejection on sign stealing in Little League Baseball? I believe I thought I read a rule one time that there was.
Yeah, there was. They ruled it, I think, under unsportsmanlike conduct. Little League did come down pretty harsh on a penalty. But I think that was maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And now they just want to follow MLB and then NCAA, also Federated High Schools, saying, hey, we'll just go to electronic communication. As an umpire, you like it until the things malfunction.
Yeah. Or they fall out.
Oh, yeah, which happens frequently for some reason. And you got to wait a few minutes, let them get it fixed.
That ball's going to get away from the catcher. And the runner will advance to second. So Spring Hill trying to get something going here with a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. That is number 33, Maddox Roberts, up to bat here. Full count. And that pitch is going to hit him. And he will jog on down to first. And that will put runners at first and second with Wesley Marthadal up to bat. I hope I said that correctly. With 2 outs. Pitch from Stein is outside for ball 1. A base hit here could cut into the lead. Now that pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 1. It'll even it up at 1-1. That one's fouled off. Another rule we talked about on one of our other broadcasts during this All-Star District tournament was how a couple of years ago, Little League went to batting the entire lineup. Previously you played 9 and you just substituted. That, I think, is done to we can talk about that when we come back to the break about why that change was made, but it is a change now as that is going to be swung on and missed for strike number 3 as Stein gets out of that jam as we'll move to the top of the 3rd inning. Columbia still leads Spring Hill 2-0. We'll be back right after this.
Bypass Deli, 1806 Shady Brook Street in Columbia. All fresh American food. We hand pat our patties daily so you can enjoy the best burgers in town. Come enjoy anything from our outdoor patio to a burger paired with a cold beer to a Reuben or even our ice cream floats and everything in between. Voted Muletown's best burgers. That's Bypass Deli, 1806 Shady Brook Street. Bypass Deli, serving Columbia since 1966.
This is Hal Landers, owner of Landers Insurance Agency. We are an independent agency representing the famous Erie Insurance Group. Landers Insurance Agency has been committed to providing great rates and great service since 2002. Whether it's home and auto or business or life insurance, we've got you covered. 24/7 in-house claim service, we've got that too. Visit Landers Insurance at 514 North Garden Street, Columbia. Call us at 931-380-2003. Our website is landersinsuranceagency.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Welcome back, everybody, to Murray County Park for District 8 Little League All-Star action here between Columbia and Spring Hill. And Columbia American leads 2-0. We head or start or begin the top of the 3rd inning. As Lawson Gray will stay on the mound for Spring Hill Little League. And coming up to bat for Columbia will be number 3, Lucas Waters. Looking to get things going here in the top of the third. That pitch is going to miss just a little bit inside for ball number 1. So, yes, everybody bats now. Columbia, for example, has 13 players on their roster. All 13 players bat.
Exactly.
The old rule used to be everybody had to have 1 at bat or 6 consecutive outs on defense. That's a hard hit ground ball there by Waters. And that'll be a single as we go back and look at that one. But now there's no mandatory play in the field. It's just everybody gets to bat.
Correct. Yes. And the Little League changed that about 2 years ago. Nobody really understands why.
Oh,
I've got my theories that either one, coaches were confused about substitution rules, and keep in mind these are a lot of dads that just trying to help their kids have a game to play. But I also think it was so they ensure every player gets some kind of equal playing time somewhere.
Well, and the punishment, if you did not substitute the way you needed to, or it made sure every player got that mandatory play, I mean, the whole team could be punished by a forfeit. As that ball's going to get in between shortstop and third, and scoring will be Waters after a hard hit ball there by Wyatt Clemenshaw. Will extend the Columbia lead to 3-0. As Cutler Thurman will step up to the plate. With no outs here in the top of the third inning. Pitch is going to miss outside for ball number 1. Thought about a bunt. That's going to be low for ball 2.
Spring Hill pitchers. Gray, remember last turn of the inning, got hit in the hand on a snapback throw back to first.
He sure did.
Wonder if that's playing in a little issue here with him as the catcher gets a quick drink of water.
Sun's back out. Still some clouds, but not as, like I said, not as humid as it was the other day. It got a little bit of a light breeze. But still, you want to make sure these kids are fully hydrated. So a 2-0 count here with a runner on first. Cutler Thurman, the batter for Columbia. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Gray, and that's going to be inside. It'll get away from the catcher, and advancing to second base will be Wyatt Clemenshaw. So Thurman way ahead in the count here, 3-0. Columbia looking to add to their lead. That pitch is going to be swung on and hit back to the pitcher. And Thurman will be out. But he does move the runner to third base. Got the green light there, I'm guessing. Or I hope so. As number 16, Houston Legg steps up to the batter's box. He's the leadoff batter for the Columbia 12s. Here's the pitch, swung on and fouled off for strike number 1. You know, Legg's one of those kids that I've seen him play over the last couple of years, and he just has grown so much from the last couple of years. He's a really good baseball player.
Yeah, he is. I've umpired some games down here, and he'd be the catcher. I had to do a double take the other day when I saw him.
Yeah,
sure that was him.
Exactly. 1-1 count. And maybe having some issues with that earpiece or something.
Yep.
I think it's his glasses. Yeah, he's probably just fogging up with the heat.
Yep.
You know.
Watching the umpires and the coaches out there cleaning off their sunglasses.
Absolutely. So a 1-1 count here for Houston Leg. Here's the pitch from Gray. Misses inside again. That ball's going to get past the catcher Qualls, but he'll be able to recover. That'll hold the runner Clemenshaw at third. And that'll make the count 2-1, 2-1. Join us next weekend, folks. Like we mentioned, we'll be at Spring Hill Little League for the 10-year-old state tournament. Should be a lot of fun. If you're not familiar, as that ball's going to get past the catcher and a play at the plate is not in time as Clemenshaw will slide in and add the 4th run of the contest for Columbia American. And a 3-1 count here to Houston Leg. Pitch swung on and hit hard down the third baseline. Foul. We'll do it again. If you're not familiar with the Little League campus at Spring Hill, it is right next, or actually kind of right in front of the Spring Hill Elementary School. So it's right there off of Main Street. Is it Toombs? I can't remember.
Toon Prados.
Toon Prados Drive. Yes. Yes. As that's going to be ball number 4. But those brackets should be coming out, or are they already set?
They are already set, yeah.
So when's the first game going to be? When will the first game of the tournament be?
It'll be Saturday morning, July 5th, 11 a.m.
11 a.m. And how many games are we going to play that day? 4?
4.
4 games, double elimination tournament. And we're talking, folks, we're talking about teams from all across the state of Tennessee. We're talking about Lexington, I'm assuming, probably will have a team in there. East Tennessee always has a couple of teams that enter that tournament. Go ahead. You probably know all of them.
I've already gotten word that Morristown has won, so they'll be moving on. Goodlettsville, found out this morning. Goodlettsville will be moving on.
They'll bring a crowd.
Yeah. Haven't found out about the Lexington district yet. Of course, Columbia will represent District 8, and that's all I know so far. But I'm sure everything else will be finalized by tonight or tomorrow at the latest.
Morristown always has a good program. They've had some good teams in their 12-year-old division the last couple of years. Dadgummit, it's just hard to beat Nolensville or Goodlettsville. They've kind of dominated things in the state for the last decade or so. But I'm telling you, Columbia just a couple of years ago had beaten Nolensville and had to be beaten twice in the championship, and well, they did. But they were 1 game away, so that just goes to show you that anything can happen come All-Star time. And there's going to be a lot of really good baseball next weekend. So if you get a chance, come out to Spring Hill Little League. We'll get started at 11 o'clock. If you can't make it or if you want to watch, we'll be there as well. So we'll put out more information on that. We want to try to, provide content for folks locally and also for all those grandparents and family members and friends who maybe can't make the drive from West or East Tennessee or even in Middle Tennessee. They can enjoy the game in the comfort of their own homes or in their car or wherever they're at. Right here on WKRM Radio, on Facebook, on YouTube, and soon to be our new app. And we'll be giving more news on that as we approach football season, which will be here just around the corner. With high school football, middle school football kicks things off here locally August 1st. Will be the Murray County School Jamboree. And this year, I believe it'll be right over beside us here where we're at right now in Murray County Park at Lindsey Nelson Stadium, where they've just laid down some nice brand new artificial turf. Brought in about 6 feet of dirt. And, they used to have to take steps to get up into the stands from the field.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Really?
Completely level now.
Wow.
And I don't know if that's a good thing. As a pitching change was made for Spring Hill, as Lake Lamb comes up to bat. First pitch to Lamb is outside for ball number 1. As number 13, Lucas Davis will come on the mound for Spring Hill. Columbia leads 4-0 here in the top of the 3rd.
Oh,
And that's going to hit Lamb's bat.
oh,
And what do you want to bet his dad is going to say something about that?
oh.
And we'll go ahead and just show it on replay so Dad can show it to him later at home.
I imagine that'll be a conversation on the way home.
Oh, yeah. And you could just tell by the look on his face, on Lake's face, that he knew it too, as that pitch is going to be called strike number 2. So 1-2 counts a Lamb with 1 out here. Houston Leg at first. Here's the pitch from Davis. Swung on. It's going to be fouled up right towards us. It nearly got us. Nearly got us. So a 1-2 count still. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit hard to right field. Leg around second and head to third. And runners on the corner for Columbia after a base hit there by Lake Lamb. Just a good hard ground ball between first and second. Puts runners on the corners with 2 outs here. The top of the 3rd inning.
Interesting tidbit. I think, if I remember correctly, Lake is an 11-year-old playing up with these 12-year-olds this year.
He is. He's one of 2. Him and Cutler Thurman. As number 17, Hunter Marisette looks at ball number 1. And I apologize. There's 1 out, not 2. Marisette hits a hard ground ball to left field. That will score Leg. Lamb rounds third. He'll score. And a RBI, 2 RBI single for Hunter Marisette will add to the Columbia lead, and they now lead 6-0. As we'll look at the replay here. It's a good hard hit ground ball. And Steve Harden looking to do some damage here with 1 on and 1 out here. Top of the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch from Davis. Swung on and missed. Ball's going to get away from the catcher. And Marisette will move into second. Pitch from Davis goes outside for ball 2. Or excuse me, ball 1. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. As the runner, Marisette's going to delay steal to third. Something Coach Cox has done for a long time. That's something Nolensville has perfected over the years that we've seen in All-Stars at every level. That delayed steals. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 3 for Steve Harden, the cleanup batter. Is now Landon Andrews will step up to the batter's box with 2 outs and a runner on third. Pitch to Andrews, fouled off for strike 1. Andrews pitched a heck of a game on Friday. Went 5 2/3 inning, or 5 1/3. 0-1 count. Swung on and fouled out of play. And Davis will be quickly ahead in the count to Andrews, 0-2.
Andrews wanted the bat change.
Don't see that often.
No, not too often.
Not in the middle of an at-bat. Now, you may see a kid come up there with 3 different bats and 3 different at-bats, but usually not during the middle of the at-bat, but that one is fouled off for strike 2, or keep the count at 0-2. Runner on third. 2 outs, top of the 3rd inning. Hard hit ball down the third baseline. It is foul. So Lucas Davis, the pitcher for Spring Hill, he's throwing strikes. Trying to get this third out. Sorry.
That's all you can ask your pitcher to do.
That's a hard hit ball. It's going to drop in the play. Out in right field as the right fielder was nearly up against the wall. So we'll go back and look at the replay. That'll add a run, making it 7-0 Columbia. You see the ball hit there by Andrews. And runner on first base is Xavier Webster will come up to bat for Columbia American with 1 on and 2 out here. The top of the third, that ball's low. It'll get away from the catcher as Andrews will advance to second base. Tell you what, you got to give some, and we talk about this every time we do a game from this ballpark and facility. That's a hard hit ground ball by Webster to first and picked up, and the play is made in time for out number 3. But a lot of credit to John Wolver and all the folks here that do work on this field. It looks absolutely amazing.
It does. He always does a great job. Every tournament we have down here, it doesn't matter if it rains a foot or a little sprinkle or what. He's on it. His crew loves to work on it, and they do a great job.
You look at it here. You look at the logos at each side, outside of each dugout. Just pristine work. You look at the infield, just everything about the ballpark has just been incredible. And I know Columbia American and all of us here are lucky to have guys like John Wolver and his crew and those that make all of this possible. And we just appreciate all the work they put into it to make these games a memorable experience for these kids and their families. But we're going to take a quick timeout and pay some bills and be back right after this.
Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Delicious food and amazing service at an affordable price. Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Located off of Nashville Highway in Neapolis, near Spring Hill High School, 2504 Care Lane. Authentic Mexican cuisine. Full menu. Family dine-in. Takeout. Delivery. Offering the best cocktails in the area. On the rocks or frozen, pair your meal with our famous margarita. Don't forget, Mezcal Cochina Mexicana for your next meal. Check us out on Facebook. Visit Mezcal Cochina Mexicana today. Proud supporters of the Front Porch Sports Network.
And welcome back, everybody, as we're about to begin the bottom of the third inning of the District 8 12-year-old All-Star Championship Series here between Columbia American and Spring Hill Little Leagues, as Hunter Marisette will step up on the mound for Columbia here in the bottom of the third inning. Quickly ahead in the count 0-2. Marisette is his pitch to Bennett Wilkie will be strike number 3 and out number 1 here in the bottom of the third. As the pitch is inside for ball number 1 to Johnny Miller. Pitch to Miller. It's a strike, and that'll even the count at 1. Swung on and missed for strike number 2. And that will be strike number 3 as Marisette will set down the first 2 batters in the bottom part of the third inning here. And he's done it with 7 pitches. 2 strikeouts, 7 pitches. Pretty efficient by Marisette as that pitch misses outside for ball number 1. It's McCray Qualls will bat.
Had a check swing appeal there. Said it did not go.
Ball misses low, brings the count 2-0. Ooh, gosh.
It's Qualls, the catcher.
It is. It is. Unfortunately, that's just part of the game. Sometimes you're just going to get hit, and you see it right there. Qualls just takes one, and unfortunately, right there on that elbow.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's wearing an elbow guard or not, but I guarantee he probably will be.
Yes.
Just had a kid, one of my kids brought one in last night that they bought.
Oh, really?
And I just said, what are you buying that thing for? I guarantee you, he's here right now. He's going to say, see, that's why you buy one.
That's right.
Qualls is going to tough it out. Great job. A lot of toughness there on his part. He'll go over to first base and stay in the ball game. And, hey, if you're a catcher, you got to be tough, right?
That's right.
So we're back to the top of the order here with Henry Bennett. First pitch is a ball. Second pitch is going to come in just a little high for ball 2. And that one hits the inside corner for strike number 1. Ball misses low. Brings the count to 3-1. Marisette looking to end the 3rd inning. He struck out 2 so far. And that pitch is down the middle as it swung on and missed by Bennett for strike 2. And it brings the count to full. And that one's going to miss inside for ball 4. And now 2 runners on and 2 outs here for Spring Hill. As number 23, Samuel Davis, will come up to bat for Spring Hill Little League. They trail 7-0 here, bottom of the 3rd inning. Marisette throws one, fouled off for strike 1. That's going to be fouled off for strike 2. So Davis down 0-2 in the count to Marisette with runners at second and first. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the pitch. And that will be strike number 3 on the outside corner. We'll go back and look at that one again as we go to break. Columbia. So we head to the 4th inning. They lead Spring Hill 7-0. We'll be back right after this.
He shoots and he scores!
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC. And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC. Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community. Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community. We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can. The reason why we do this is because we all love this community. So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
You wanna be a bad man? Yes, you do. Do you wanna taste sweet salvation underneath the summer moon? Do you need another hand now? Yes, you do. Go see Miss Josie down on Columbus Avenue. All right, Columbus Avenue.
Hi, I'm Matt Perales, manager of Murray County Equipment. We help you with all your agriculture and construction equipment needs. We carry a full line of New Holland tractors from compacts to high horsepower. We have a full line of Gravely mowing equipment. We also have New Holland construction equipment, attachments, and accessories for your tractors and a complete parts department. We are locally owned and operated. Come see us at 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard or learn about us on Facebook or contact us at 931-490-8183.
Is your insurance up to date in today's world? Foster Insurance Agency is an insurance agency you can depend on for your commercial and personal insurance needs. Foster tailors insurance coverage to meet your unique requirements stemming from years of experience and represents several top-rated companies such as Erie Insurance. Call Mike Ford or Jimmy Ford today at 931-388-8365 or stop by their convenient Columbia location at 204 West 4th Street. Foster Insurance, serving Middle Tennessee since 1952.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Ford, Foster Insurance Agency here in downtown Columbia. We've been here since 1952, located at 204 West 4th Street. We specialize in commercial insurance. We write home, auto, and life insurance. We write anything from your bulldozer to your helicopter, from churches to bars. Come see myself, Mike, Shelby, or Nikki. We'll be happy to take care of you. We specialize in service.
And welcome back, everybody. As we're about to begin the top of the fourth inning, Columbia American Little League as District 8 All-Stars 12-year-old division between Spring Hill and Columbia American. Columbia American leads the best of three game series 1-0 after a win Friday night. Last night's game was, well, moved to today. And Columbia looking to advance to the Little League Tennessee State Tournament being hosted in Lexington. You said that was July 12th or 11th?
July 12th.
July 12th. Next weekend, like I mentioned, will be at Spring Hill for the 10-year-olds. The Columbia 11-year-olds will be traveling to Nolensville for the 11-year-old state tournament. Spring Hill will be hosting the 10-year-old state tournament. We look forward to bringing you that action along with some Legion baseball. James Young, the batter here. 3-1 count from Davis, and that's going to miss outside for ball number 4 as James Young will walk to get things started here in the top of the fourth inning. Friday's game was a 16-0 ball game that ended after 4. Spring Hill looking to prevent that today, trying to even this series out at one game apiece to extend the series to one more game that we would bring you right after this ball game today, as that pitch is going to get past the catcher and advancing to second is Young. as Gunnar Potts steps up to the plate. Gunner's ahead 1-0 in the count. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Potts is going to swing, and that will foul off out of play and head to the parking lot. Evens the count at 1. And that one's going to be hit high and out of play. Oh, no, it was catchable. Bad camera work on my part. Right up against the fence down there. So 1-2 count here to Potts, runner on second. That one's going to be fouled off. Rained a little bit earlier today, but it's held off ever since. It's turned out to be a nice day for some baseballs. That ball is hit by Potts as he nearly runs it out.
With this field crew, you can't tell it rained at all.
Not at all. Good effort there by Potts. Just unable to beat the throw, but it does move the runner to third base with one out here. As Nealon Stein will come up and hits a rope down the third base line. That will score a run. And Stein will stand up walking in the second base. That extends the Columbia lead to 8-0. Look at the replay here. Just a hard hit ball right down the line. Drives in the 8th run of the contest for Columbia. They lead 8-0. As number 7, Brody Cox, up to bat for Columbia American. First pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. And that one's going to be popped up. And that will be out number 2. As number 3, Lucas Waters, will come up to bat for Columbia. With 2 outs, runner on second. Here's the pitch from Davis. That'll miss low for ball number 1. Sunday baseball here at Murray County Park. Davis's pitch misses high and away for ball 2. There's a ball hit towards the shortstop. It's fielded. But already there at first base was Waters with his speed. So go back and look at the replay. He runs it out.
A little slow roller right to the shortstop.
Waters moves Stein to third, and now you have runners at the corners with 2 outs here, and Wyatt Clemenshaw up to bat. And that first pitch is going to be fouled out for strike number 1. Hear the wind picking up, a little breeze. Pitch misses for ball 2, or ball 1, excuse me, as the runner Waters will advance to second base. So runners now at second and third. And a hard hit ball to short.
Oh, nice.
Scooped by the shortstop. And they will make the play at first base for out number 3. So a good job there on a hard hit ball by Clemenshaw. Shortstop able to get it. Makes the throw to first. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Columbia leads Spring Hill 8-0. We'll be back right after this.
Is your insurance up to date in today's world? Foster Insurance
Some
Agency.
people are just obsessed with their lawns. They'd cut their grass with a pair of scissors if they could. Thanks to Gravely, they don't have to. You see, Gravely makes not only the best built and most comfortable lawnmowers, they also leave your house looking like a doggone country club. So whether you're a commercial landscaper wanting the best or just a perfectionist homeowner, you can't do better than a Gravely.
See our full line of Gravely products at Murray County Equipment, 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard in Columbia, Tennessee, or check us out on Facebook.
This is Trip Stoltz, owner and manager at Columbia Ace Hardware. We have changed our store hours to better serve our community. Columbia Ace Hardware is now open from 7 to 7 Monday through Friday, from 8 to 4 on Saturday, and closed on Sunday. Come see us at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard and let us show you customer service that can only be found at Columbia Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Farmer Johnny here, Taylor Family Farm. I want to give y'all a little look-see. We raise 100% non-GMO, grass-fed beef, pasture chicken, and pork on our family farm. Everything that we grow is raised with love and care to ensure the highest quality and nutrition for our family and customers. You can shop online at TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com or visit our farm store in person at Etheridge, Tennessee at 301 Dave Reisner Road. That's TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com for more information.
And welcome back, everybody, here in the bottom of the fourth inning as we're getting things going. As Columbia will put a new pitcher on the mound, will be number 21, Gunnar Potts. As Rylan Tomlinson up to bat for Spring Hill. Winner advances for Lexington. Kenneth, look at Tomlinson's left foot. Something I've been paying attention to when the ball's pitched. It's getting close to going out of the batter's box.
He sure is. It's odd stepping way out. As long as he's touching chalk.
That's it. That's all that matters. And that would be ball number 4. Tomlinson will get on. And the leadoff batter here for Spring Hill, the bottom of the fourth inning, will be at first base. As Aaron Davis will step up to the plate for Spring Hill. Here's the pitch from Potts. Swung on and missed for strike 1. More action. Kenneth down towards the Columbia bullpen. Looks like Big Steve Harden's going out there.
Sure enough.
Somebody bring in Big Steve to close this thing out. As that one swung on and missed for strike number 2. But probably, good strategy here by the Columbia coaches and Coach Cox to rotate some pitching in, get some guys some experience, maybe get those jitters out that they're going to experience. Because they're going to have to use a lot more pitching come state tournament time. I can guarantee you that.
That's right. And you're talking about the jitters. It is a different level when they get to the state.
Yeah, you typically don't see that many people. And even at districts, oh, no, that's going towards my car. Oh, we're good. We're good. Thank goodness. But, yeah, I mean, and now we see a softball head out into right field. And that looks like that could have, and yeah, that came from the junior field as Big Steve Harden's going to throw that baby back into the junior field. Not many people can do that.
Clayton, we talked earlier about how Columbia's got Coach Lamb from Battle Creek High School on the staff. I look in the crowd and I see one of Whitthorne's middle school's coaches out here. These guys, they've got a vested interest in these players because that's what's coming up. Next crop of
that's the future.
That's right. Next crop of players that will be coming up. So they're out here encouraging some of them already on their school teams and encouraging them, coaching them, but also just seeing what talent maybe they haven't seen yet.
Yeah, you see what the future looks like for baseball in Murray County. You look at Columbia Academy; they've won a couple of state titles in a row. They got players that played Little League that I coached over here that were on that team that are sophomores and juniors, and a good play there by Potts to be able to get the out at first on a hard hit ball. You see the replay. Does a good job, gets the out at first base for out number 1. But Columbia Central this year, you look and they one game away from going to the state tournament. Won a region championship for the first time in a long time. And again, with a lot of players that came through this system here at Columbia American. And the same thing over the years at Spring Hill. You look at when Coach Lamb won a state title. I mean, he had guys from the Spring Hill community that grew up playing at Spring Hill Little League. As Gray will swing and miss for strike number 3 and out number 2 here in the bottom of the 4th. But you're right. Yeah. And the coach you're mentioning also involved with Legion Baseball.
Yeah.
And that's still a very popular event in baseball to watch is Legion Ball. And like we said, we're going to try to cover some of the Independence Day tournament next weekend at Columbia State and Mount Pleasant, and also some Little League baseball coming to you from Spring Hill next Saturday at 11 a.m. as game 1 of the state tournament will begin. Oh, 1 pitch to Davis, misses low to even the count at 1.
While the catcher and pitcher are talking, I want to give a huge shout out of appreciation to Derek Crawford, home plate umpire today. He, I know he served along with you, Clayton, as a District U umpire in chief. He's continued to help me this year, but he's also the UIC for Spring Hill Little League, Columbia American, as far as scheduling umpires, training, and he also does 2 other softball leagues. So he's very busy. He loves the game, but he also loves finding the junior umpires, bringing them up, teaching them the right way, making sure they're comfortable. You couldn't ask for a better man, and I think he's really excited. Here in a couple of weeks, he'll be heading to Irmo, South Carolina for the Little League Softball Junior Regional.
And that is fantastic. And all of you guys have, I mean, I was talking with somebody the other day, and that play is made for out number 3. We'll stay here as we head to the 5th inning. But you guys, and I say you guys because you've been a part of that officiating crew for so long, and you were also the umpire in chief for a while up in Spring Hill.
Mm-hmm.
But when I approached Derek about being the umpire in chief for the district, it was just really a no-brainer because number one, the guy you can tell he loves it, and he has such a good time with the kids and also the people that he works with, the other umpires, and they make it enjoyable for the kids. And I know being a coach and being an umpire, you're going to have critics all the time. That's just the nature of the beast. And if you don't expect that or prepare for that, then you're just misinformed because that's going to happen. But they are good dudes, and I've talked to a lot of people here recently that have complimented them and you and all these guys for what they did not only in this tournament and last weekend, but just all regular season. And they know their stuff. That's the other thing too. If there's a rule, they know it.
Yeah.
And again, and they'll get together and they'll talk and they'll make the right call. And yeah, I mean, it's always fun. I mean, if we had some Baby Shark and some other stuff going today, it would be even better. But maybe we can work on that before the end of the game.
Yeah, you're spot on about the out there cutting up with the players. That's the fun of it.
Exactly.
That's why we do it. Baseball players are the kookiest bunch of young men you will ever see. As I've coached and I've told parents, if you knew what your sons were saying in the dugout, not bad, just crazy, silly stuff. And it makes you laugh. And that's the way they are as soon as they walk on the field until they leave. They are kooky and silly. And in the field, we cut up with them and laugh at them, and they pick on us. We pick on them. It's just, that's what makes it fun.
Well, again, in a day and age where, and you can ask Wayne Lindsay this, and you know this now by doing the high school stuff, it is tough to find good umpires.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we talked about the field crew earlier. We're blessed with having John Wolliver and all those guys and the ladies and gentlemen on the board here at Columbia American that work on these fields. Because when you look out there with John, you got board members, you got parents, coaches, everybody's out there helping. Same thing with the umpires. We've never had a situation where we've had to wait on an umpire to get here to start a game or had to find somebody to umpire a game because nobody was there to do it. They're always covered. They're always on time. And they always have a good time with the kids. And that's huge.
Yeah.
And what a huge resource to have. I mean, Derek is literally like the yellow pages for umpires in any sport, really. I mean, it's incredible. He ought to. I've told him before he needs to set up his own, agency to send out umpires and officials for things. It's really unbelievable how many people he knows.
Yeah, with Derek will, he may call me up. Hey, can you go so and so somewhere to umpire, or Wayne Lindsay for school?
Right.
It may be way away, but we all like absolutely we'll be there. That's
It's because you love the game and you love these kids.
We want to make sure they have a game.
Absolutely. As the first pitch to Thurman, it's going to be popped up and it's fair, and he'll get on a pop fly that went straight up as the catcher and the pitcher kind of looked at each other. We'll look at the replay here, just straight up in the air, and
look, miscommunication between those two. They're both looking at each other.
So that puts a runner on first with no outs here in the top of the fifth. Columbia leads 8-0, looking to advance to the state tournament in Lexington, Tennessee in a couple of weeks. Thurman will head to second. Here's the throw. He is there underneath the tag in time. So a runner in scoring position, a 1-0 pitch to leg, a hard hit line drive to left. That'll send Thurman around third. A throw home is going to be made, and he'll retreat back to third base.
Nice throw by the left fielder.
It was a great throw. So we'll look at the replay here. Hard hit line drive. Good awareness there by Thurman to back up. As Lake Lamb comes up to bat, he'll hit one down towards third. It's going to bounce, and it is fair. And Thurman will score as the ball will pop out. And runners again at second and third. As you see it hit there, and it's just going to go right past the third baseman. And Columbia now extends their lead to 9-0. And a timeout called by Spring Hill. The coach is going to come out and talk to Aaron Davis, the pitcher. Could be seeing a pitching change here for Spring Hill. Yeah, they're going to stick with Davis. He's not throwing bad.
No, not at all.
He's Columbia's just finding ways to make plays or hit the ball where they're not, and balls kind of getting a bad bounce for Spring Hill, but got to give the kid credit. He's throwing strikes.
Absolutely.
Here's Hunter Marisette looking to do some more damage for Columbia with runners in scoring position. That's a hard hit ball, and that's going to get past the left fielder. 2 runs will score. Marisette will stand up walking into second base. Look at the replay here. Just a hard hit ball. Nearly caught by the left fielder. Couldn't corral it. And that extends the Columbia lead to 11-0. 11-0 with a runner on second, and Big Steve Harden up to bat with no outs. First pitch is going to miss outside for ball number 1.
Marisette tried the delayed steal again, but catcher was on him. Spring Hill learned from last time. Straight up.
That one's going out of play, and that is foul. So a 1-1 count here to Steve Harden. Top of the 5th inning, no outs. Here's the pitch, swung on and hit up really, really high. And that's going to land beside us and go into the parking lot for strike number 2. Well, the good news is it's starting to get a little cloudy.
Yeah.
But we have an official game.
That's right.
As we are in the 5th inning. Once we got here, it was official. 1-2 count to Harden. Swung on and hit high and deep to right field. And that will be caught by the right fielder. And tagging up from second will be Marisette. As a high hit pop fly there. And the sacrifice pop fly by Harden moves the runner to third. He thought he did the bat flip and thought it could have gone, but it was just a little bit short. We'll look at it one more time. As you see, Big Steve hit it, throws the bat, and just a little short. Here's Landon Andrews. And an impressive catch in the stands.
Horrible throwback.
Bad throw that does not make it over the net. So that negates the good catch as the groans come from the crowd. As the young man, probably about 16 to 18 years old, made a splendid one-handed catch, but a lazy throw that didn't go back over the net.
Actually, that's one of Steve Harden's teammates. You know he's not going to live that down.
No, he is not. I don't think either one of them are. The bat flip or the throw. Here's a 1-1 count to Andrews. Hard hit ball. That's going in the gap into left. Marisette will walk in and score at home. And a stand-up double for Andrews extends the Columbia lead to 12-0. And what is turning into another rout in the favor of Columbia. And now we will have a pitching change as time has been called again. We'll take a quick timeout and be back with more action right after this.
This is David Usselton with Usselton Automotive, located in Columbia, Tennessee. We service all foreign and domestic vehicles. We take pride in our work, and we don't cut corners. We offer a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty and loan our cars with almost every repair. We are located at 1201 South High Street in Columbia, Tennessee. You can reach us at 931-215-1765 or find more information at usseltons.com.
Don Pepe's, best Mexican food and margaritas in town. Fresh from scratch and served sizzling at your table. We welcome everyone, including large parties up to 60 people. Private room, outdoor patio, full bar, fresh guac at your table. Come enjoy a taste of Mexico. Don Pepe's Mexican Grill. 2 locations to serve you. 1202 South James Campbell Boulevard in Columbia and 1203 Murfreesboro Road in Franklin. Don Pepe's, the new taste of Mexican food. Bypass Deli, 1806 Shady Brook Street in Columbia. All fresh American food. We hand pat our patties daily so you can enjoy the best burgers in town. Come enjoy anything from our outdoor patio to a burger paired with a cold beer to a Reuben or even our ice cream floats and everything in between. Voted Muletown's best burgers, that's Bypass Deli, 1806 Shady Brook Street. Bypass Deli, serving Columbia since 1966.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Murray County Park on the campus of Columbia American Little League. And any ambitions of finishing this game as quickly as the one on Friday, well, that's not going to happen because we're an hour and a half into this thing. And now we got a meeting and a discussion that hopefully doesn't require your attention.
No, I think I'm pretty certain Derek can handle it.
in 5 years, we only ever had to use that hotline number once.
Oh, really? Well, that's good.
And Jason Cox was a coach in that game, and that game was right here. And they were so stumped that they had to call Williamsport. So we had to stop the game. Derek was umpiring. We had to stop the game for about 30 minutes.
I'm going to say leave it to Coach Cox to come up with a conundrum like that.
Well, if I remember correctly, they were the visiting team. They got a big lead. He tried swapping pitchers from his lineup. The starter, he was trying to replace him before the game, before he took his first pitch. And I believe they said he had to throw one pitch.
That'll do it.
But what I think happened is he had already made the substitution, and it was caught after a pitch was made. So, yeah, I think they had to stop, replace, put in the original guy on the lineup, and resume from there. Again, we talk about those rules. They actually, if you're a Little League coach and you're watching this, they make cheat sheets. I would advise getting the most updated one. You can find them online anywhere if you just Google Little League All-Star cheat sheets.
Yep.
Just make sure they got the most up-to-date rules.
I think Little League now puts them out every year, and we made sure we send it to each league before these tournaments started.
First pitch is a ball. As the new pitcher for Spring Hill, Samuel Davis. Xavier Webster, the batter. That's a hard hit ball that will score a run. Landon Andrews will come across the plate, and Webster, he's going for 3. And he stands up on a triple. As you see the hit there, and watch Webster, he rounds first, and he isn't stopping. That extends the lead to 12-0, or actually 13-0. That's going to be hit hard down the right field line by number 1, James Young. That'll score Webster. Young's rounding third, and he's going to go home, but he'll get held up. Look at the replay there. Just a ball hit down the line as Young. And Webster with back-to-back triples to extend the Columbia lead to 14-0 with one out here. As a hard hit ball by Gunnar Potts will knock in a run. He'll think about second base and go back to first, but that extends the lead now to 15-0. As you see, Gunnar hit that ball right down the line for an RBI single. With one out here in the top of the 5th inning. Nayland Stein's first pitch will be fouled off for strike 1. And that's going to hit Stein. He'll take one in the back there. And that'll put 2 on with 1 out. And number 7, Brody Cox, son of head coach Jason Cox, up to bat here for Columbia. As that pitch will miss outside for ball 1. Here in game number 2 in the best of 3 series, Columbia looking to win the series 2-0. That ball is going to get past the catcher, and runners will advance to second and third. And a 2-0 count with 1 out here to Brody Cox. Here's the pitch from Davis. And that will miss for ball 3. So a 3-0 count. Ball number 4 will put Cox on and load the bases for Columbia American. As Lucas Waters will step up to the plate. Here for Columbia, they lead 15-0. Pitch to Waters will be called strike number 1. 0-1 pitch that will miss outside for ball one. That one will miss high for ball two.
Uh-oh.
Runner's going to be caught in a rundown, and he'll get back in time. So we'll look at the replay there. You see the pitch. It misses. Runner thought about the delay steal. Two 2-1 count here on Waters. Looking to add to the Columbia lead. They've really busted this game open here in the last inning and a half. As that one's hit up the middle, they'll make the throw over to first base for an out. That's going to score one run. Here comes the second run. As we'll go back and look at it, they'll get the out at first base, an RBI, and then the second run barely in time there. 2 runs will score. Waters does his job. And that'll bring up Wyatt Clemenshaw with a runner on third and 2 outs here in a 17-0 ball game, as that one nearly hits third base coach Jason Cox for strike one as it goes foul. Waters at third. 0-1 count here to Clemenshaw. Ball hits the outside corner for strike number 2. So Davis ahead in the count 0-2 to Clemenshaw. Here's a pitch hit in between short and third. That will score a run. And an RBI single for Wyatt Clemenshaw will bring in Lucas Waters and add the 18th run of the inning, or of the game, to the scoreboard and extend Columbia's lead. As Cutler Thurman will come up to bat for the Columbia 12s. First pitch is a ball. It's going to get away, and advancing the second will be Clemenshaw. So another runner in scoring position with 2 outs and a 1-0 count to Cutler Thurman. Cutler, as I mentioned, one of 2 11-year-olds on this roster with Lake Lamb. That pitch hits the outside corner for strike number 1. Stay tuned following the game for banner presentation. Unless something drastically changes here, the champion of the 12-year-old division will be crowned following this ball game. As Columbia American looks to advance to Lexington for the Little League State Tournament and a chance to move on to the Southeast region in Warner Robins, Georgia, with the ultimate goal of making it to Williamsport, Pennsylvania for the World Series. Full count pitch there to Thurman, gets fouled off out of play. Count remains at 3-2. Here's a pitch hit high and being called for by the shortstop. He'll make the play for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Columbia adds to their lead. They now lead Spring Hill 18-0. We'll be back right after this.
Office space available in beautiful downtown Columbia. Kennedy Broadcasting Company, WKRM, and WKOM has 3 offices for rent in its downtown building. Each office is approximately 18 by 18, and each includes a closet-type storage area. Included are utilities, Wi-Fi, and communal break area. Contact Station Manager Clayton Harris at 931 626 3131.
I'm Justin George.
I'm Corey Muehlbauer.
Together, we are Columbia Motor Company.
Columbia Motor Company offers quality pre-owned vehicles at an affordable price, along with many financing options to keep you in your budget.
We are veteran and locally owned. We are located just off of Carmack Boulevard in downtown Columbia. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram or visit our website at columbiamotorcompany.com.
If you want a different and enjoyable car buying experience, please give us the opportunity here at Columbia Motor Company.
And welcome back, everybody, as we head to the bottom of the fifth inning here at Murray County Park in the District 8 12-year-old All-Star Tournament in Game 2 of the best-of-3 series between Columbia American and the Spring Hill Little League. And Columbia American now, because of the mercy rule, 10 runs after 4 innings, they are now 3 outs away from clinching that district title and advancing to the state tournament in Lexington, Tennessee, as we mentioned on July the 11th. I want to remind everybody, tune in this weekend for 10-year-old state tournament action being hosted here in District 8, up the road at Spring Hill Little League. Come out and join us for a lot of fun baseball. As Steve Harden's on the mound now for Columbia to come in and close things out, as his first pitch to Steel Kerr comes in for strike number 1. The southpaw on the 0-1 pitch misses, or no, it's called strike 2. Nice little delay there by home plate umpire Derek Crawford going through his mechanics. 0-2 pitch from Harden, swung on and missed for a strike number 3. So 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. In Columbia, 2 outs away from advancing to the state tournament.
Steve's fun to call balls and strikes on. Every pitch, he's got a smile on his face.
Yes, he does. Great multi-sport athlete, too. Pitch from Harden comes in for strike number 1. Evens the count at 1 apiece. Pitch to Roberts. Swung on a miss for strike number 2. So Maddox Roberts, left fielder, down the count 1-2. Here's the pitch from Harden. It'll miss outside. It'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. It'll miss inside for ball 3. So full count here to Maddox Roberts. Second batter here in the bottom of the 5th inning for Spring Hill with 1 out. Pitch is going to be called strike number 3. Spring Hill Little League down to their final out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. As Wesley Marthadal, center fielder, will come up to bat for Spring Hill as the first pitch from Harden is low for ball number 1. Oh, 1 pitch swung on and missed, or 1-0 pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. Evens the count. Here's a 1-1 pitch from Harden. Swung on and missed for strike number 2. So Columbia 1 strike away here from winning the District 8 12-year-old championship. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 3. And that is your ball game. Your final score: Columbia American Little League 18, Spring Hill nothing as you see the fireworks going off. Game was originally scheduled to be played at night last night, but they had to postpone because of weather. You see the fireworks going off there in left center field as both teams come across to shake hands, and Columbia will advance to the Little League State Tournament in Lexington, Tennessee in a couple of weeks. As they will play the winner from District 9 from up around Clarksville. As Kenneth Sullivan, who has just joined us on the broadcast, makes his way down to the field for today's presentation to the district runner-up and district champion. And congratulations to both teams. For making it this far. And hopefully, most importantly, they had a lot of fun this year. Presenting rings to district runner-up Spring Hill is District Administrator Kenneth Sullivan. Let's give a round of applause to the Spring Hill 12-year-old. Let's hear it again for the Spring Hill 12-year-old Little League All-Star. And now, presenting rings to your 2025 District 8 12-year-old champions, Columbia American Little League. District Administrator Kenneth Sullivan is now presenting the championship banner to head coach Jason Cox, his assistant coaches Paul Lamb and John McDonald. And again, another round of applause for the 12-year-old 2025 District 8 champions, Columbia American Little League. Congratulations, guys. Columbia American will advance to Lexington to play in the state tournament on July the 11th. Well, that's just going to about do it here from Murray County Park, where your final score today, it was all Columbia. They beat Spring Hill in the best of 3 series, 18-0, after winning 16-0 on Friday. Last night's game, as we mentioned, was rained out and moved to this afternoon, but they'll advance to the Little League State Tournament in Lexington, Tennessee here in a couple of weeks. We want to wish them the best of luck, and we want to invite you to tune in next weekend as we'll be live from Spring Hill as the Spring Hill Little League will be hosting the Tennessee 10-year-old state tournament. We'll have action here on WKRM Radio and the Front Porch Sports Network of that. We'll also have some Legion baseball, the big Independence Day tournament here in Columbia next weekend. They'll be played at Columbia State Community College and also down at Mount Pleasant High School. But for District Administrator Kenneth Sullivan, I'm Clayton Harris. We want to thank you for tuning in today. Join us next week. We appreciate you tuning in. And as always,